say no to plastic and yes to cloth bags. As we can see the toy, have you aware about that? The plastic is around us from morning to night. And I know
2 to 3 volunteers. Anybody please? Sure. Stay there. Tell me how much plastic do you use? Tell me things that are made up of plastic that you use in day to day.
The plastic bags which we use to carry fruits from the vendor, the plastic pouches, pencil cases. Like we use bottles, pencils, plastic, or etc. Means like toys are sometimes made of plastic. Paper bags are there which are given to people who buy vegetables every day. Every day there are plastic bottles which also people buy in everyday use for their everyday use, and also they use plastic utensils to eat.
So, as you have seen, we use plastic very much. But why is it used so much? Do you have any idea? And yes. But the toys that you play with So, plastic is used so much because it is cheap, lightweight, and incredibly easy to produce. But here comes the question: if a thing is convenient for us to use, then is it good for environment or not?
So, when you use a plastic bag, it's literally for 10 minutes, right? But when you have to make it disappear from the earth, from the oceans, from our landfills, it takes about more than 100 years. So, will you use that, which takes 100 more years, to disappear rather than just use it for just 10 minutes for the sake of convenience, right? You won't. So let's bring 3 points to you guys. So first of all is that it does not decompose. So what it means? So it does not rot away naturally. It does not get diminution. For example, like food scraps or leaves, right? It just sits there. It takes centuries, as I said clearly, right? It takes about 100 years more to make it disappear from the earth, right? The second point is it causes clogs in our brains. So when a city gets drained, when plastic blocks makes a city drains, it causes terrible floods, which we see in monsoon seasons, right? And when there are floods in the streets, it's mostly because of the convenience that you saw in the plastic bags for those 10 minutes that cause the floods that you see in the monsoon period in your own city. And the third is pollutes the lands and oceans. So our beautiful lands, our beautiful oceans, our beautiful beaches, how they get polluted? They get polluted by these plastic bags and plastic wrappers which we throw on these. And it takes them time because, as I said already, that they do not decompose. So it takes them time so much that it makes it very difficult to make them decompose from the earth. And after that, I'll just explain, my teammate will explain you the impact of these plastics on animals, which are one of the most vulnerable species of our earth. So yeah.
So let's talk about the real life impact of plastics on animals. Have you seen cows around there? Have you seen cows eating them? And have you seen what happens after that? What happens?
Because of the plastic or the bottles used, and sometimes fish also eat them. Because of that, the fish's mouth gets covered, that's why they are not able to breathe from their gills.
What is the name? So how Shreya said, exactly that's what happens. For example, take sea turtles. When we throw plastics in oceans or seas where sea turtles live, they can't differentiate between what is plastic and what is edible. If you throw something plastic where we were using it for eating something, so there are some food crumbs around there. So he thinks that it is edible and he eats that. But due to that, his throats get blocked and he can sometimes die. Same is with the cows. They move around the trash bags and they eat the plastic crumbs and they choke themselves and die. Next part.
Yeah. So let's understand something called microplastics. What are these? Right. So basically, plastic don't come. I told you earlier. So what they do is basically they then get divided into even smaller parts, which we call microplastics. So what happens in that? These are very invisible parts. They don't get seen easily by humans, right, or animals. Yeah. You have a question? No. You have raised the hand. Yeah, so cell is basically what happens in the last is that they end up in the water or in the soil. And the basic result is that these get eaten by the fish without realizing it. Because fish can't differentiate what is food and what is plastic. We humans can, right? That's why animals are at the bigger risk of, getting destroyed and they get died by eating plastic, as we see in the case of cows or in the case of sea turtles. So plastic, as we are using today, they are invisible pollution, which when they enters our food chain, it also destroys our food chain itself. And by destroying the food chain, it also destroys our cycle of whole food chain, which we have a natural cycle of. So yeah, so basically, we have understood the problem, right? So if you like, I'll just ask somebody, to answer me, like, what do you think? What are the solutions? Yeah.
I think we should use cloth bag instead of plastic bag. I think we should, instead of using plastic toys, should use the wooden toys that we can buy. And for people who want to use plastic, they shouldn't use single-use plastic. And if they have some non-single-use plastic, they should recycle it.
Okay, that's a great answer. Yeah.
And we can also reduce these by, as Shreya said, that we should recycle it. So how we can recycle? So that those plastic bottles we can use them as a pot, or plastic bags can be also used for making toys, recycling.
Right. Okay. So as these guys plastic. So why to avoid single-use plastic? Because single-use plastic is the most deadliest of the plastics. It causes much more greater harm to the environment, to the earth, as compared to other forms of plastic, basically. And second is reuse. Reuse as much as you can the cloth bags, the alternatives, the wooden bags. You, for example, use it in your school bags itself, or use it in your car, so that because they are always ready. The third is switch to cloth bags itself. Start using cloth bags or jute bags. When, for example, when you're shopping or when you are, coming to school, you can use cloth bags for your instead of the plastic bags. So, these are some of the solutions I'm presenting here, and as other also gave better solutions also. So, through these solutions, we can safeguard our environment and safeguard our Mother Earth, right? So. Now let's understand why cloth bags win ultimately.
So, as he said, we should use cloth bag. So, here are the merits of cloth bag, why we should use it. So, cloth bags are made up of, it is eco-friendly. It is made up of things that can decompose easily. And using cloth bag in place of that, it is very helpful and it is super strong. You can carry 10 times heavier weight in that. And fourth and most interesting thing is stylish. You can customize your own cloth bag however you like. You can paint it as you like, etc. Next part is sustainability development goals.
Yeah. So I'll just explain you what does sustainability development goal means basically. So these are goals which we have made, which are being made by the authorities or governments to basically safeguard our earth, right? So how does the plastics and the problems caused by plastics come under which SDG goals? Like there are like about 17 SDG goals. So in which part of the plastics problem comes? So first is SDG 14, which says life below water. So as I already told you, underwater the fishes, the sea turtles are under the risk of eating plastics, right, and getting died by those plastics. So this comes under SDG 40. The SDG 50, what it says is life below water is also. It says plastic waste affects animals and soil, which affects the land ecosystem itself. The third is the climate action. So there is a connection, there is a relationship, which is that when we use less plastic, there is less pollution, and when there is less pollution, there is less production, which means less pollution and less emission. Indirectly, you are saving your earth, you are saving your generations, which you want to safeguard for, and you are saving your 100 years of Mother Earth by not using plastic and by using some better alternatives like cloth bags or jute bags, etc. Right. So I want everyone to stand up so that to take that. Single use plastic.
Single use plastic.
I will reduce my plastic use in my daily life. I will reuse eco-friendly items like bags and bottles. I will choose sustainable alternatives and spread awareness to protect our environment for a cleaner and greener future. Thank you for giving us a platform. Thank you to ma'am for giving us a platform here. So basically, it was a presentation, to make you guys aware about what are the harms of using plastics and why you should use cloth bags. Thank you.
Thank you for being